Alright, so this video is for my dear friend Colette, who is known as @StallinsBaby on Twitter, who specifically requested this. She wanted to know how to lighten her hair naturally without damaging it, and while there are other methods, like well known are lemon juice, the sun, either together or separately, I have found a new method that was super exciting to me because it is not only not damaging, so far as I can tell, but it's actually really good for you. And it does work. This method will work for any hair color. Just in case you didn't know that, lemon juice is only recommended for blondes. I don't think a brunette would want particularly orangey hair. So anyway, as a further testimonial, I did this with a roommate a couple weeks ago, and she had really dark brown hair, and it is literally a shade lighter. The darker the hair, the quicker the results. For blondes, it's going to take a few times of doing this before you'll see a lot of results. If you want fast results, go bleach your hair. But this is a nice way if, say, you don't have time to go to the beach, go outside. You have primarily more of your free time in the evenings. Okay, what is the secret ingredient? What is the special magic thing that lightens your hair? It is actually honey. Now, a lot of people know honey is that it's a humectant, which means it's moisturizing because it attracts water molecules and holds on to them. So it's very good for moisturizing. But what I didn't know, and I'm not sure how well known this is that honey actually has traces of hydrogen peroxide. Obviously not enough to be damaging because we eat honey, but enough that it can make a difference in the hair. Anyway, without further ado, here is the tutorial on how to lighten your hair, and I hope you like it. So what you're gonna need is a bowl, a spoon, or some sort of mixing device. You can use a chopstick or a pencil for all I care. You're also going to need honey, and this is kind of a disgusting container, but this is my honey. Try and get raw honey if you can. I think the stuff in the bear will work, but I find that the raw material, the more natural it is, the better it'll work. You're also going to need conditioner of some kind, a plastic bag of your choice. My brand is Dan's Market. Hair clips, or any hair type fascinator thing that will make plastic bags stay on your head. The last thing you're going to need is a couple hours of time in which you will not have to go out. I would advise doing this on a weekend. Anyway, so honey, bowl, spoon, conditioner, plastic bag, hair clips, either a spray bottle or a bathtub to wet your hair. And I recommend using a button down top or something that can come off without going over your head. Also something you don't really care about if it gets too messy. So I'm using my nice lumberjack top. Okay, so first things first is if you refrigerate your honey, I've never heard of this before, but there are some people apparently who refrigerate the honey. If you refrigerate your honey, let it sit out for about half an hour because you actually need to wait for the hydrogen peroxide to develop in the honey. Alright, so you're going to need to mix it in your bowl, and I will show you how to do that in case you've forgotten how to mix things together. If your honey is as globby as mine, you might want to actually microwave it for a bit so it's a little more liquidy. If you have the squeezy bear stuff, then I guess you don't have to worry about that. Grab your conditioner and just go to town. So mix. Oh yeah, that's actually kind of nice looking, right? Yeah. I would say try and get more honey than conditioner. Anyway, so mix until you have an amount that looks like it will cover all of your hair. Next step is to wet your hair. You might also want to have a lot of towels on hand for this. Oh, okay, dirty hair versus clean hair. Seriously, do what you want. It is hydrogen peroxide. Smallest amount, but it's still hydrogen peroxide. I don't think it cares whether your hair is dirty or clean. That's just your preference. All right. Is your hair wet? Then you did it right. High five. Okay, did you feel that moment? Because I felt that. Okay, I should mention, when you are wetting your hair, try and do it with warm water because that opens up the cuticle of the hair so it can actually better absorb the honey and the hydrogen peroxide and everything. So your hair is wet, and here's where it gets messy, not gonna lie, and the simplest method is to get someone to help you with this. But since I'm all alone, I'm going to do this by myself. So I recommend if you have one of these bath shower areas, use it. And basically you're just going to distribute like conditioner, treat it like conditioner through your hair. We wet the hair because it makes it go on easier. I would recommend starting at the roots because if it does lighten enough to notice that you didn't get the roots, you're gonna have dark roots and that looks trashy. So good luck with this. Alright, is there goo in your hair? Does it feel kind of sticky and yet slippery at the same time? That's not a dirty joke waiting to happen. Anyway, so you have a plastic bag. We're going to put it on our heads. Specifically our hair. Do not cover your mouth or your nose with that. I'm not condoning that. I'm not saying that. Please do not kill yourself because of this video. So you look kind of special and you're going to look even more special. Just go with that. Alright, and then go over your ears, and then make sure to cover the back. Just like a towel, guys, but a lot crunchier. So wrap it like so, tight against your head. And then make sure you have no hair showing here. Okay, so grab your clippy thing and make sure it's tight around your head. You want to try and seal it in. Oh, I should mention, I'm poor, so I don't have a shower cap, but if you have a shower cap, you can use that. That actually might work better. But since I'm in college and I'm poor and I don't really feel the need to go buy a shower cap, I'm using a plastic bag because I have a bajillion of these. So shower cap, just throw it on and you're basically done. Or do this method. Okay. Here's the step that makes sure it doesn't drip quite as much. You're gonna need a towel, get an old ratty one if you have it. Bing! And then do the whole towel turban thing. Serious warning, it does get drippy, but the towel will help. Now that you look absolutely fabulous, turbans are in this year, right? You are going to spend half an hour to an hour doing other things, but the longer the better, seriously. And you can actually do this overnight if you want. I've done that before. Minimum of half an hour, maximum of however long you can stand having honey in your hair. You know, this isn't a bad look. Anyways, okay, see you in an hour. So it's been an hour. I've spent my time wisely like a responsible adult.
Looks like another one of my perfect friends has found a perfect guy and now they've had their perfect wedding. Thanks for sharing, guys. 5 new friends are following me on Pinterest. I don't even use Pinterest.
And yeah, so basically next step is take a shower. Or you can just wash your hair. So see you in approximately 15 minutes. Alright, your hair should feel really soft. If you're not patient enough to do more than one treatment, then just think of this as a really deep conditioning thing for your hair. It's a win-win. I just burped. Now, normally I would just braid my hair and go to bed, but for the purposes of this video, I will blow dry it. And you can see for yourself whether or not you think there's a difference. I will see you through the magic of editing in about 1 second. Hey, and look at that! My hair is dry! Gotta love editing. So, personally, I think it looks lighter. It is shiny, at least, and very healthy feeling. Even if it's not noticeably lighter, it's noticeably softer. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. I'm gonna go to bed now, but good luck with it. Good night.